What's up guys, it's Wilderbean back with another video, and today I'm going to be ranking Star Wars Battlefront heroes and villains. It's all my opinion, and let's get into the video. So, we're starting off with D tier, and the only hero or villain in D tier is Jinna. So, her main weapon, her blaster pistol, is really not that good, and it's hard to aim with, and it's really bad hipfire accuracy. Her first ability is a rifle extension that allows her to turn her blaster pistol into an assault rifle. It's much better than a blaster pistol, but it's outclassed by every other hero or villain's weapon, which means it's a bit of a waste of an ability. Her main ability, which is a sonic imploder, is a grenade that can temporarily blind and stun people. The effect only lasts a few seconds, and you could just do as well without it. Now, her last ability is one of her best, the Truncheon Surge. Allows herself to lunge forward and one-hit normal troopers or do a lot of damage to heroes or villains. It has 9 charges, and the charges come back slowly over time. Jinna also has an average amount of health, but is the worst hero in Star Wars Battlefront. The first hero or villain in C tier is Greedo. Greedo's blaster pistol is a very good weapon. It has high damage and a good hipfire accuracy. The reason why he's in C tier is because of his abilities. Greedo's first ability is his Confidence Blast, which he throws 3 different grenades depending on his confidence level, which means how well he's doing. At the first level he will throw a Dioxis grenade, at the second level he will throw a Thermal Detonator, at the third level he will throw an Impact grenade, and on the 4th level he will throw a Thermal Imploder. This ability is good if you have a lot of kills, as you can use a Thermal Imploder, which is the best grenade in the game. If you don't, then this ability is just like a normal grenade that I can use with a normal trooper. His main ability is his High Senses. It's just basically a long range scan pulse, in which it highlights enemies within the long radius of the scan, allowing him to easily flank and pick off opponents. It is a good ability, but it's a bit like a better version of a scan pulse, which you can use as a normal trooper. Again. His third ability is his precision shots, which is by far his best ability. In the short build up, it will allow him to lock on to up to 5 enemies, and by the end of the build up, all of the shots will fire rapidly, instantly killing troopers and dealing high damage to heroes. Greedo is quite a weak villain in terms of his health, and his abilities are just improved versions of normal star cards. That's why he's in C tier. First villain in B tier is Director Krennic. Director Krennic's main weapon is not good at all. It does really high damage, which is effective against troopers and heroes, but has 6 shots, and when you've used them you have to reload. Reloading takes a while, so it's not the best weapon at all. Krennic's first ability is Armor Breaker. This switches his ammo to a high damage shot that will one-hit troopers and stun heroes and do a lot of damage to them. Krennic's main ability is his Astromech droid. He deploys an Astromech droid, which acts as a squad shield and a scan pulse. The droid will deploy dioxide gas if rebels get too close. Krennic's last ability is his Wrath of the Empire. The Imperial symbol appears below him, and any troopers in that range gains 100 extra health. It's not great if you're him, but it's amazing if you're the trooper. The next B tier villain is Dengar. Dengar's weapon is one of the best weapons compared to blaster carrying heroes or villains. The heavy blaster is the fastest firing weapon in the game and does a lot less damage, but makes up for it in his fire rate, allowing for very high DPS. Dengar's first ability is his Explosive Rush, and is by far his best. When being activated, he sprints forward and throws 3 thermal detonators, 1 to his left, 1 in front of him, and 1 to his right. This can stick to enemies. If they get hit by it, it detonates, but if not, it deals a lot of splash damage. His main ability is his Frenzied Blast. It rapidly increases his weapon's fire rate and also his recoil. Only use this ability if you're in close quarters combat. Anywhere else the recoil is way too difficult to control. Dengar's last ability is his Hurricane Strike, in which he bashes the opponent with the butt end of his gun. This one hits troopers and stuns heroes and damages them. The next hero on B tier is Lando. Lando's blaster pistol is very good and does a lot of damage. When you aim in with his pistol, everything goes to infrared mode, allowing you to see enemies in bright yellow and the surroundings in blue, allowing you to see enemies from far away. Sometimes this can get a bit annoying. Lando's first ability is his Power Blast. This is an ability that charges up, and if you charge up enough, can one hit a trooper and do a lot of damage to a hero. It can charge up on a scale of 1 to 6. The higher you charge it, the more damage it will deal. Lando's main ability is his Shocking Trap. It's a trap that when he throws down, if an enemy walks into it, it will shock them and make them stay still for 5 seconds. It's not very good, it's one of his worst abilities. Lando's last ability is his System Disruption. When he uses the System Disruption, all blasters in the surrounding area from enemies overheat, and all their star cards and hero abilities are placed on immediate cooldown. Now we're moving on to A tier and S tier. These heroes and villains are a lot better than the ones previously said. These heroes and villains will give you a big edge over all the other ones in heroes versus villains, will be amazing at taking out hordes of troopers in Walker Assault. Now, the first hero in A tier is Chewie. Chewie's bowcaster is very powerful and deals high damage but lacks accuracy in long range fights. It's the only hero or villain weapon that can not be used by a normal trooper apart from the lightsabers. Chewie's trait, Furious Firing, fires more bowcaster bolts, accumulating with each kill. Chewie's first ability is his multi-shots. Chewbacca's bowcaster enables the ability to double the amount of bolts he was shooting for a limited time. Now his main ability is his Mighty Roar. When it's activated, it leaves a loud roar that gives players around the radius an increased armor bonus and gives them a 50% blaster damage bonus while hip firing. The last ability is Ground Slam. It releases a ground slam that one-hits soldiers and stuns and damages villains. This leaves Chewie immobile for a short amount of time. Chewie is a tank and has a lot of health, so he's a great hero. Next on A tier we have 9-Nub. 9-Nub seems like a really bad hero, but is amazing when played to his strengths, which is camping out a certain location and holding choke points. 9-Nub's weapon is a fully automatic blaster pistol, which is great at close range but struggles with his accuracy at long range engagements. 9-Nub's first ability is his Rapid Pulse Cannon. It's a variant of the normal Pulse Cannon star card, but it recharges a lot faster and has a different crosshair. His next ability is his Augmented Turret. It's a deployable turret that upgrades as damage is dealt to other heroes and soldiers. The upgraded version of the turret locks on faster and fires explosive rounds. His last ability is his Proximity Mines, or Orbital Strike depending what map you're on. If you're on a smaller game mode or map, you will be equipped with Proximity Mines, which you can place with up to 4 at a time, and will one-hit troopers and deal damage to heroes. On large 40-player maps, such as Walker Assault, Now will have an orbital strike with a much larger radius than just a normal orbital strike. Now, the moment we've all been waiting for, the S tier villain. You probably know what it is because you know all of them, and this one's not on there. But this one was so amazing in every single game mode that it plays. Now in S tier, we have Bosk. Bosk's Rail B10 is a great gun and really good to be used at range, but can also be hip-fired effectively at close range. It takes a long time to overheat and is a semi-automatic weapon, so you can just blast away with this thing. Bosk's first ability is his micro grenades. When you use it, he switches to his micro grenade launcher that allows you to infinitely fire his micro grenades with a short cooldown. When the cooldown ends, you can't fire anymore, but you can infinitely fire until the cooldown runs out. These grenades kill on impact, but if not, they explode within the short timer. These grenades are really good at like you bounce it around the wall and you can kill people behind corners. It's really effective at that. And yeah, it's a really good ability again. Bosk's Predatory Instincts is his second ability. This allows him to switch to his infrared mode, which allows him to see enemies in bright yellow and surroundings in blue, just like Lando Calrissian's Night Sniper. This is really great to use at long range, since his weapon, the Railby, is good at long range as well. So yeah, it's a really good ability. I would not recommend using the ability at close range though, as it's just easier to not use it, and you'll be more accurate and more aware of your surroundings. Bosk's last ability is his Toxic Escape, in which he drops Dioxis grenades, then launches in whatever direction the Dioxis grenade went. This is great. This is really powerful at quickly dashing into a building, throwing your Dioxis grenade, and dashing out again. Which, yeah, kills enemies just like a normal Dioxis grenade. Bosk's trait is the best trait in the game. It allows him to regenerate health per kill. It's amazing. He can regenerate up to 7 health when he gets a kill, depending what trait level you're on, which is amazing when you're in like a walker assault for staying alive. So you can easily kill troopers and keep getting your health back, allowing him to stay alive sometimes the entire game. Right guys, that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Leave your own tier list in the comments. I'd love to see it. Bye.